This is a follow-up match between Sugar Dunkerton and Officer Rod Street. The last time these two individuals met, Officer Rod Street won because he used mace on Sugar Dunkerton, Terry.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly sure. Got maced in the face.
You are bringing allegations against a police officer.
They're not allegations if we have videotape of it, Terry. And Officer Rod Street out here representing the police department, accompanied to the ring by Lieutenant Ivalanis and a new member this evening. Do you know who this is, Terry?
Looks a lot more official than anything you're wearing.
What's wrong with my sport coat, Terry?
Your sport coat.
Anyways, Terry,
Let him know.
the police department bringing their usual accoutrement to the ring, the safety cones, the caution tape, the police siren, and Rod Street always bringing a small cadre of individuals with him to the ring that he certainly uses to assist him in his
We've
matches.
seen this before with Sugar Dunkerton. He has called in backup as any good trained police officer is trained to do. You bring backup to a hostile situation.
This is supposed to be a one-on-one match, Terry. I'm a little surprised that the police department hasn't been banned from ringside
For what?
for interfering in literally every single match that Rod Street has had at Wrestling Theology Fellowship, as well as literally every other match that Rod Street
Not
has
listening
ever
when I
had.
talk. This is backup.
Nobody move! Do you know who I am? My name is Officer Rod Street. That is Sheriff Ivalanis. And this I would like to introduce to you is the Chief of Police, Stanley Pulaski. Give it up for my boss right there. He is protected and served for over 20 years, and now he is the Chief of Police, and you will give him a standing ovation and respect his authority. We're here tonight and we're not in a good mood. That's not funny. Now, we're here tonight on official police business because there is a criminal on the loose in the building and he must be apprehended. One, Sugar Dunkerton, is wanted all across the United States for violating laws, crimes, jurisdictions. So what we're going to do tonight is make him pay. Shut your mouth. Give me the evidence. What I have here is case number 803222228. It is a warrant issued for one Sugar Ham Dunkerton. And we intend to catch that warrant in tonight, and he will be going home in cuffs.
He was frank. He was frank.
This man has violated the law. He has received tickets after ticket after ticket after ticket. And tonight, after he makes his way down to the ring, he will pay for his crimes. Because I've got a bad headache and I intend to take it out on him. Bring him out here.
Officer Rod Street having words for his opponent, Sugar
Look at all those
Dunkerton.
violations.
I don't know that I believe that they are real violations, Terry. Sugar Dunkerton on his way to the ring. Terry, did you hear how the crowd was addressing Officer Rod Street? They were getting under his skin in the match.
Yeah,
hasn't
what do
even
they know?
started. Apparently they know how to irritate Rod Street.
He's supposed to be in England.
Clearly, Sugar Dunkerton is here with us tonight here at the Mercy Road Church in Carmel, Indiana, with Wrestling Theology Fellowship presents Rise of a
He
Champion.
finally came to pay all those parking tickets.
I don't believe for a second any one of those is actually valid,
Oh, I
Terry.
can see one right there. See that one right there?
Did you inspect them earlier? Did
You
Rod
did.
Street show them to you? Just like you saw Drew
I
Steele's
did.
medical report?
I have a copy. I'll show it to you sometime. I didn't get one from Brian Pillman Jr., I'll tell you that.
I don't think Mr. Abbott is going to trust you with
Be
medical
surprised what
information after.
Mr. Abbott puts across my desk and then I have to approve. I do have a desk here, don't you?
You say so, Terry.
It'll be a lot better than the desk we're sitting at now.
Sugar Dunkerton invoking Prince tonight. Rocking that scarf and a purple shirt.
You get
Terry.
Prince. You got Jimi Hendrix on his shirt, walking out to Bruno Mars. You're not as hip as you think you are.
I could. Rod Street and Sugar Dunkerton having words, but Rod Street's got an armful of
All
paperwork.
those citations.
Dunkerton asking for silence from the crowd.
We're talking about the laws of very serious When we're talking about the laws of very serious thing, also I prefer Krispy Kreme. I'm sorry. You've given me a lot to think about. And my answer about these charges is
Right hand from Sugar, and the paper goes flying,
Littering,
Terry.
assault on a police officer, obstruction of justice.
None of those are accurate, Terry. This is a wrestling match. Rod Street knew what he signed up for, and he brought the paper into the ring.
First, weighing in at 215 pounds, from Prison City, Michigan, Officer Rod Street. And his opponent, 182 pounds of pure magic, from Chocolate City, he is the Crown Prince of Chocolate, Shug D.
Sugar Dunkerton, or now known as Shug D, has fashioned a belt and bandana out of Rod Street's caution tape,
You're
Terry.
questioning the validity of these citations, saying, oh, they're not valid because he went to an online police academy, the most prestigious online police academy, whereas you went to the most mediocrest online law school.
I didn't go to an online law school, Terry. It was a real law school in Indianapolis, Indiana. The IU McKinney School of Law, thank you.
The Bert and Ernie McKinley McIntosh Online School of Crafting, Coupons, and Law.
The Robert H. McKinney School of Law. It's a big law firm in
And
Indianapolis,
you should
Terry.
know that every one of those citations is valid.
If you
I
say
do.
so, Terry. Sugar taking it to Rod Street to start off the match. Winding up. Oh, and just knocks Rod Street down.
Oh, look, he's going to pay him.
Look, Shug D's sweeping up the
All
paperwork.
together so we can pay him in order.
I doubt that's what's going to happen, Terry. Shug D got Officer Rod Street up, body slamming him into the paperwork.
Does he not realize the
Rod
chief of
Street
police is
is-
standing right there?
And Rod Street is now outside the ring. Shug D dropping an elbow onto the paperwork. Shades of legends past.
I think that should be another charge.
Elbowing
Destruction
paperwork.
of property.
All right, if you say so, Terry. Shug D punching Rod Street, and he's teeter-tottering on the ropes because he got caught coming into the ring. Ooh, solid punch from Shug D. Winding up, and Rod Street is back down to the outside of the ring. This has not been a good start to the match for
There's
Rod
hundreds
Street,
of
Terry.
citations.
There's hundreds of pieces of paper, you mean.
They teach you anything about law at your law school?
Again, I don't believe any of those citations
I
are
saw them
voluntary.
myself. They are signed by the chief of police, Stanley Pulaski. That is the most valid citation I've ever seen.
Once again, if you say so, Terry. Rod Street taking back over. Irish whip off the ropes, a reversal. Leapfrog. And Shug D is rolled up into a ball.
Maybe
What do
he
you make
tied
of this,
himself in a
Terry?
knot finally with all that caution tape.
I don't think that's what happened, but an interesting observation, Terry.
His shoulders are down. Just pin him.
Well, I mean, you can't really get his shoulders down, Terry. I'll be honest, I don't know why Rod doesn't try a more aggressive tact, but maybe he's sort of gobsmacked by what
He's
Shug
got
D's
an
doing
idea.
here.
Get the cuffs.
There you go. Cuff him up.
Officer Rod Street calling for the cuffs. And now Sheriff Eva Lannis going for her cuffs. Oh, Rod Street taking the opportunity. And Officer Rod Street just running into the outstretched fists of one Shug
Assault
D.
on an officer.
Rod Street signed up for this match. The chief of police is on the outside of the ring with his whistle.
Don't you do it.
And with his back turned,
Called
Officer
in for
Rod
backup.
Street is able to, just like every other Rod Street match, but it was effective. And Rod Street just raking at Shug D's face there, Terry. And Rod Street losing the police uniform down to the more tactical gear. And Eva Lannis in the ring.
Always good to have backup.
Well, it certainly is effective for Rod Street, Terry, although certainly underhanded as well.
You see all these citations? They are apprehending a known criminal.
This is supposed to be a one-on-one match. And Rod Street is just stomping Shug D in the corner. Hopefully he can get back up. Rod Street going for a cover, leg hooked. 2 count. You know, Terry, it's kind of amazing that the caution tape belt is still staying on Shug D. And Shug D grabbing some of that paperwork and just smacking Rod Street in the head. I don't know if it's effective, but certainly a little irritating.
Wear him down. You know, last time that these two met, Shug D was so out of control, they did have to mace him. They did have to blind him just to regain order in this match.
Oh, so you concede that Shug D was maced in their last
He was
encounter.
out of control and assaulting police officers.
You know, this has been a tactic of Rod Street lately, just macing and blinding people. How would you like to be maced,
I have no
Terry?
reason to be. I don't break the law. You ever seen me in your phony baloney office?
I have a phony baloney office, Terry. Rod Street continuing to push his advantage, announcing to the crowd that, quote, he's winning.
Do you
Boot
disagree?
to the throat. At this moment, I can't say that I
What a
do,
winner
Terry.
looks like.
And Eva Lannis is in the ring again. Oh, and Rod Street stopping her.
Wow.
And
How
Shug D
low?
pushing Rod Street into Eva Lannis, and she's falling down, and now she's
How
outside
low do you have
the
to
ring.
get to hit a man with his back turned?
Rod Street has done that several times in this
I haven't
match
seen
alone, Terry. Spinning elbow, outstanding, knocking Rod Street down. And Shug D getting the crowd into this. Fireman's carry. What's he looking for here, Terry?
Another assault charge.
Death Valley driver going for a cover. 2 count.
That is a well-trained human being right there in one Rod Street. It's going to take more than that.
And Eva Lannis has got the mace canister in here.
He is out of control.
Oh, and Rod Street got Shug D tied up here, and Eva. Oh, she's putting
Safety
on
first.
She's putting on a breathing gear, and Rod Street's getting the mace to the
He
face.
is blinded.
appropriate after all the times he's
Should be
used that on
attacked.
others.
The referee just pushed this. This is out of control. This is outrageous.
Three
Your
count,
buddy
Shug D
just
wins.
cost Rod Street the match. He was blinded. Shug D hit the chief of police, and then your buddy just cost him the match. This is on you.
Russ Kimmel was merely creating separation between himself and Rod Street had grabbed Russ Kimmel's shirt, Terry.
No, he did not. He is a police officer. He was creating order in that ring on a disorderly situation. Shug D hit the chief of police. This is on you. That is
It's
your
on me.
friend.
How's it on me? Rod Street was maced so hard, these citations are now sticking to his head.
Oh, you and Shug D's fault.
Shug D victorious in a poetic manner since it was Rod Street got hit in the face with the mace he brought to ringside.
This is far from over.
I can't say that I disagree.
Swimming in it now.
I'm curious to see what'll happen at their next encounter. There's been outside interference in both
the cuffs.
instances. Wrestlers have been blinded in both instances. I'm curious what the CEO Rich Abbott has in mind to keep these
Now look at
individuals
this.
in line for
Theft.
the next match.
Add that. He is stealing a uniform from a police officer.
I doubt he's going to
He's
keep
wearing
that.
it, strutting around with it.
Rod Street left it in the ring.
Believe you.
I'm not suggesting he's stealing it. There's nothing wrong with having
A little fun
at your
by
opponent's
stealing the
expense.
clothing from police officers. What a great message to send to everybody at home.
If he doesn't return it, I'll agree with you. But again, I suspect it's going to be given back to Rod Street. Not that he deserves it after the antics here tonight,
No,
Terry.
if he returns it or not. You're friends with he and the referee.
Shug D posing for pictures with some of the fans.